You've now entered the chat.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Chat Club podcast. We are back with another week full of Big Brother since we missed last week.
I know. The most anticipated week, too.
I know. We missed it. And I felt like a letdown.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, you guys. But we had like a family thing happen and it just like on my side, it just like didn't work out.
Listen,
so
we can't do it all the time. There's times when you need to take a beat and focus on yourself.
Right.
So.
Exactly. So that's just kind of like what happened. But things are looking up, which is great.
Yay.
And yes, Faith, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing all well. I was going to say well and then all right. So I said all well. Anyway, this show is titled Awkward tonight. Speaking of which, I'm drinking out of a movie theater cup that I got, and it's of the movie Creed, Creed 3. Never seen it. I'm pretty sure I got this cup when I went and saw the movie Avatar or something like that.
So are you going to go see the Taylor Swift Eras movie? Have you made the decision?
I'm not a big fan of watching concerts of like movie platform. Like I never watched the Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds experience or the Jonas Brothers experience, or you know what? That's a lie though. I did watch Justin Bieber Never Say Never. But that's because it was Justin Bieber.
One Direction?
Okay, here's the thing about that. I bought it because I thought it was a CD, and I put it in my mom's car, and it wasn't playing. And I'm like, Mom, what the hell? And she's like, I don't know. So I walked back into Walmart, returned it, got another one, put it in her car, still didn't play. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not going back in there. Just whatever. I guess we have a broken CD, or all of them are blank. Okay. Because it came in like a CD like case. It didn't come in like a DVD case, so that's why. And it was by the CD, so I'm like,
confusing,
right? And I put it in my little boom box at home. Still nothing. And then you know how the young people out there, you can listen to CDs on DVD players. They'll play music. So I'm like, what do I got to lose? So I put it in, and then pictures start happening. I'm like, oh my god, it's a DVD. This is so embarrassing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember screaming to my mom. I'm like, Mom, you'd never guess. It's not a CD, it's a DVD. She's like, Jesus Christ, I'm glad you got that figured out. And then here they are, singing.
Icon. Your mom's an icon.
Oh my God. And I was honestly, I wasn't into that one either. I was like, whatever. But again,
I think
Justin Bieber's was the best. Never Say Never. Jaden Smith was in it.
This needs to be dethroned.
No.
This needs to be dethroned. No, because you need to go see the Eras film.
Well, is it going to be behind the scenes and Taylor talking, or is it literally just of her singing the whole time?
We don't know.
Because, like, I feel like then it would be different. Like how Justin Bieber, you got to experience him behind
Well, usually
stage.
in her past films, like concert films, she has like moments where she's like talking about the show and how she curated it.
She's had other concert films?
Every album but Red.
You can tell I'm not a true fan. I'm sorry.
Literally, what are you doing?
Again, Justin Bieber.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We need you to get Eras tickets for the movie so we can review it on the podcast and then we can compare notes.
I guess I'll do it for the pod.
Good. Good.
I mean, I don't know. But I can't believe I didn't watch Hannah Montana, though, because I was such a Hannah Montana freak. Like,
I went and saw it.
Of course you did. No, because I think it's because I got bullied really hard in 6th grade for, like, wearing a Hannah Montana.
Liking Hannah Montana?
Yeah, I wore, like, a Hannah Montana shirt. And, yeah, everyone's all embracive about it now. But in 6th grade, because that was a brand new school for me, too, by the way.
Oh.
So that wasn't easy. And I also had bad acne. I was already getting bullied for that. So then on top of it, they had another thing to bully me for. But do you remember those backpacks that were, like... they were like side backpacks.
Yes.
Like satchels almost.
I had one.
Yeah, I wanted one.
I had one for years.
Yes, I wanted one so bad. They were so in. They were in every TV show, every movie. They were everywhere. Mm-hmm. We were at Walmart. There was a Hannah Montana one. And I was like, Mother, I must have this. This is before I was getting bullied. And my mom just caved in. She's like, okay, Faith, I can see you really want it. Like, I know that you love Hannah Montana. Okay. I came into school thinking I like was top shit. Okay. I had my Hannah Montana backpack, my Hannah Montana shirt. Oh my God. I had my fresh highlights. I was living the dream until like 20 minutes later. I was destroyed. But my mom didn't let me like
verbally destroyed.
Yes, my mom didn't let me like use a different backpack. I had to use that Hannah Montana backpack for the rest of the year.
That's insane.
I know, but I mean, I were her and how I begged her for it.
Yeah.
It was also from Walmart. It's not like it was like a Gucci purse or something. It was a Walmart backpack.
Well, at like 13 years old, I hope you didn't have a Gucci purse.
No, I know, but I mean like it's from Walmart. It was probably like $12.
I understand.
Yeah.
My satchel side bag came from American Eagle.
Of course it did.
It was like a nice like mossy green.
You know what? I feel like did you still have it into high school or into 8th grade? Because I feel like I could.
8th grade, I definitely had it.
Okay, I can definitely picture it because I was picturing that color, and then when he said it, I'm like, no, I've definitely seen this.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like wanted to be okay. You know the movie LOL?
Yeah. Another Miley Cyrus.
She has like a satchel with all the stuff on it, and that's what I wanted.
Yes, and that was a prime time.
So that's the aesthetic I was going for. Yes.
Yeah, but were you ever like? I know you were bullied, obviously, but was there a key point thing that you wore or had, like how I did, Hannah Montana, that really singled you out? You know.
So. It was never like I was never bullied for what I wore.
Right.
I would always like be told that I dressed too feminine.
Cue the eye roll.
Like I dressed gay, which like how do you even that doesn't even make sense. And then no, like I remember wearing this is like probably like 7th grade. And
it's always in middle school. It's the worst.
I don't know. Middle school is literally like if you're in middle school now, I am so sorry. Like
it's the worst.
Also, you shouldn't be like listening to this podcast. But like also like middle school is like a fucking like the 9th level of hell.
Right? Everyone's like, oh my God, high school is the worst life for me. I'm like, nah.
No. Middle school fucking sucks.
Yeah. Seriously.
It fucking sucks. But no, so I remember wearing this like blue shirt and it had like a monster face on it.
Oh.
And I wore it like 4 days out of the 5-day school week.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
And like I did that for like 2 weeks, and then I remember like someone came up to me and was like, "Do you like wear any other shirt?" And I was like, "Do you own a washer machine?" Like, fuck off.
Right? Are you the dirt police?
No.
That's
literally. No.
It's from A Cinderella Story when they have their cars all dirty. And
oh yes, yes.
Like,
what are you, the dirt police?
Like questioning why they how they got their cars that dirty. What are you, the dirt police? So stupid.
yes, that's so good. No, but we can like get into. I'm getting into therapy again, so like.
Good for you.
I'm gonna have to like relive all my trauma once again.
Sometimes that's what we need to like. Have a good cry and have a good sleep, you know?
Yeah, I hate crying, so...
Yeah, I only do it at night and to help me sleep.
Okay. Faith, want to talk about it?
Nah.
Oh my God, okay. So let's get into Big Brother since we have a ton to recap.
Absolutely.
Because we missed last week's. And like Faith and I were like discussing a little bit before we pressed start about last week's like week and how it all played out.
Yeah.
So basically Cameron won HOH and put up Izzy and Felicia, and his nomination ceremony
Iconic.
was iconic.
Absolutely. Gonna go down
Like
the books.
it was so good.
Yes.
It's gonna go down in like history. It was so good. Basically like they had like the tray of pies, and everybody who got pie in their face was safe. And he like gave a speech and everything, and the speech was really good. And it was so funny because like Izzy took off her glasses and her beanie, and then Felicia took off her tooth. And
her fucking tooth.
like her fucking tooth. And it was so funny that they like made sure to zoom up on Izzy and Felicia.
Yeah.
And it was just so funny because like they were put on the block, and it was just like the humility that they had
Right? I mean,
to put that stuff, and it was like Humiliverse.
Yeah.
Yes, and like you couldn't have planned that shit
Oh my god.
of like them taking off their like it's so funny. But then Power of Veto. Who won Power of Veto last week?
Jared did, because
Jared.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot.
because him and Cam were like talking, and Jared was trying to make Cam think like they were like buddies, and Cam was honestly on track thinking that was true. But Jared honestly wanted to know what his plans were, and sure enough, like Cam said, "No, I want to put Suri up and send her home." Knowing,
yes,
Jared's mom,
not knowing that Jared is Suri, or
what?
Yeah, Suri,
Not knowing that Jared is Suri. There's a connection.
That Jared is Suri's son. There we go. I like need to finish my thought outside of my head.
I'm the same way though. I'm the same way.
It's so bad. No, so Jared wins POV, and then like Cameron was like telling him to use the POV, and Felicia even was convinced that he was going to use the POV on Felicia.
I think that's the sad
but then
part. It was like Felicia thought that Jared was her number one.
Yeah. And then he didn't use the POV because he wanted to say like make sure his mom was safe for the week, and so the noms stayed the same.
Yeah.
And everybody was going to evict Felicia until literally hours before eviction. They flipped the script.
Yeah.
Now, it was Corey who flipped the script. He was like thinking, you know, Izzy's been in all of these alliances. Izzy's been like kind of like the brain behind everything, not knowing that it's actually Suri.
Yeah.
And like America really figured it all out. Like America called this out 3 or 4 weeks ago. Right. And then Corey was like, no, like I need to like get this shit like rolling. Mm-hmm. And so he went to Mimi, he went to Bowie Jane, he went to Matt, Jag, and kind of like aired everything out. And then Jared got in the complication. We were talking about it, like Jared and Corey got into it.
Yeah, like
and we
eviction,
just saw it on
like
Sunday's episode.
Eviction. Yeah.
Yeah, they got into it. And Jared, like, piece of fucking shit.
Like,
I'm sorry.
He just finds himself another way for America to hate him, and he doesn't even realize it, and that's the sad thing. He's gonna come out of his house. Faith and I, oh my god, he's gonna be destroyed from the media.
literally before the Sunday night's episode, we're recording on Tuesday, and before Sunday night's episode, like Faith, you and I were talking, because I was sending you like the live feed footage, and literally what pissed me off the most was not the gaslighting that Jared was doing to Corey. It was the gaslighting that he was doing to Matt, and being
Seriously.
like, Matt, you misunderstood me.
Because
like,
he's deaf.
He's deaf. And it's like, no.
And that pissed Matt off so bad. He
so
really
much.
held his like his
composure.
Yeah, composure. That's the word. He really held it together.
Yeah, he really held it together.
Like, fuck.
I I was just so angry, and like I was rooting for like I was like ready for Felicia to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like ready. I was like, okay, here we go. Like whatever. But then like them flipping the script, like that argument only just like made Izzy's case worse because Izzy's like closely related, like aligned with Jared and Sari.
The inner circle.
So
yeah.
Right. And so comes nomination or comes voting, and everybody voted. Not everybody.
Everyone but Suri.
But
Suri gave her a pity
yeah.
vote.
Yeah, to Izzy, and Izzy was okay. What do you think about Izzy's like exit with Cameron?
So everyone knew that Izzy and Cameron really didn't care for each other in the house.
Right.
But I feel like they could have gotten along because they both had to do this, I don't know what you want to call it, like a challenge or something together.
It was the punishment.
It was a punishment.
Yeah, that punishment.
And so they both had to wear pig costumes and use one coffee cup. They each got a coffee cup and fill it up with this pile of dirt and throw it into this pig pen. And they only had 12 hours to fill it all in with 2,000 scoops of dirt. And they had to go back and forth for it, then water it down and roll in there like pigs. And at the end, they seemed like they were really like getting along. But maybe that's because they were
That's what I thought.
So exhausted, and they had no
Right.
They had no other choice but to be civil with each other, maybe. But
Right. A highlight of this week was just so funny when Matt chose to hang out with whoever that guy's name is. What's his name?
oh, Josh Jamal or whatever.
Yes, yes. It was so funny. And then Matt was like, dude, I can't wait to like hang out with the Josh Jamal. And he was like, you're not actually hanging out with Josh
and everyone's
Jamal,
like,
dude. It's a fucking punishment. Punishment.
And I feel like if this has never been done before, like with one of those POV, you know, those veto comps where everyone gets a punishment or a treat or the actual veto. And Jared was the third runner up to win, and he actually got to have the veto. The two people who actually
like that was wild.
Yeah, that never happens. It's usually the very last person who went or who was done with the competition who technically wins always ends up with the POV.
Right.
So I find that
it was just wild. Yeah, I was actually a little disappointed, but like whatever. So Izzy got evicted, and and it was like her exit with Cam.
Before you or after you finish, we gotta announce like how the rules have changed about jury.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, so no, you're good. So so Izzy gets evicted, and she's very fucking bitter about everything.
I hate it when they're like
and
that.
yeah, like it's just so fucking annoying. Like it's a fucking game. Get over
right.
it. And then the HOH competition, and this one's like so good. It's the wall competition, and last year Taylor Hale won the wall competition. I was rooting for America.
Or Blue.
But she was like the third, or Blue, and then like she was like the third down.
Right. I had high hopes for her. But also, I think the competition only lasts like 37 minutes. Doesn't it go like hours?
People have been on there for hours. I swear to God, like Taylor Hale lasted like almost 3 hours on the wall last year.
And I'm like, this isn't even done in an hour. All that time of them building this fucking contraption, and they're done within like a half hour.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like not worth it. They were all dropping like flies.
It was like weird. Like, so what was it? So jury is changed, and it's no longer a 9 jury. It's now 7. It's going back to old school Big Brother. I don't actually know when they changed it to 9.
I don't know either. Yeah.
But like to me, I thought it was always 7. But I guess there was 9 jurors last year.
Yeah.
So even the next 2 evicts are not going to be in jury. And
it's double eviction.
So this week is double eviction Thursday night. People are going to get fucking cut, and I'm so excited. Double eviction always like gets my adrenaline going, and I get so into it.
I know. Like you have to watch it live. There's no option of
you have to. There's no option.
The next day and watch it. Like no.
No, you can't do that. You have to like be in it.
And like that's like because I remember last year about Michael, I was texting you. I'm like, I swear to fucking God, Brandon, he's gonna go home. Brandon, they're gonna vote him out.
Oh my God, I know. It was the smartest thing to do because it would have been him and Taylor at the end.
Yeah.
And Taylor might not have won. But
he did get the title of how many comp wins.
True. He beat Janelle's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he holds the record. Janelle was the first.
Yeah.
And then he beat hers. So it's the wall competition. It's down to basically everybody falls off the wall except Bowie Jane, Blue, and Jared. Blue falls off the wall. Bowie Jane looks over at Blue and then lets go.
Right.
Bowie Jane threw that cup. And it just, to me, why?
Right. Also, not gonna lie, I was shocked that she lasted that long.
Same. I was shocked. But, like, looking at her, she was not quivering. She was not doing anything. She was holding her composure, just like Jared. Like, those two could have, like, went longer. And we wouldn't have Jared as a fucking HOH this week. But we do. And it's just so fucked up. I literally cannot stand Jared at all.
Right.
And him in power sucks even more.
Like, he's even more of an asshole.
Right. Like, I usually love a villain, but, like, Jared is, like, not.
No, he's a douchebag.
Right, he's a douche. He's, like, worse than Heisem.
Right? At least Heisem actually had a brain.
And, like, was empathetic in his condescending way.
Yeah.
But, so, last Sunday, or no, I don't know how to phrase
like 3
this.
days
Past
ago.
Sunday? Yeah, 3 days ago. Okay. Nominations were Corey and America. So Corey and America are on the block this week. And if you guys like watch the live feeds and everything, POV has already been played and it's been used. So
Jag won it.
before POV.
Oh,
yes,
I'm sorry.
before. No, you're fine. Before POV was played, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Okay.
Sari went up to Jared's HOH room and basically told Jared, like, if, like, someone wins the POV and, like, one of them come off, please put me on the block. And, like, so it's not suspicious, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing you could ever offer. Because you would be evicted. As much as, like, I want Sari out of the house, just because I feel like she's running the game. I mean, like, she's doing it so well.
Right.
Like, she's doing it so well.
You want to see her do it on her own, not with her terrible, terrible son. And
like, she is. It's either I want Jared to stay. Well, Jared won't last without Sari. He would not last.
His foot is always in his mouth.
Jared. Right. I want Jared out of the house and have Sari play her own game.
Yeah, I do too. No, but seriously, I think she's honestly just doing that because she is, his mom. And in the back of her mind, she's also been on TV and been doing this kind of like game stuff for 4 years. I mean,
for years.
She's done it for 4 seasons on Survivor and now this. So it's like, she probably wants him to have his own time. But she knows that, again, he puts his foot in his mouth and he can't fucking do anything by himself.
Right. So Jag wins POV, like Faye said. And I don't know what the conversation was, but it wasn't OTEV, I don't think. And I would love OTEV.
Yeah.
Like, that's the comp I would want to play so bad.
Yeah.
OTEV, I feel like I'd be so good at it.
I feel like me and that rope would not get along.
Oh my God, I feel like I'd be so good at it.
I don't want to go into anything sticky. But you know what is a great one,
I would do it in
though?
a heartbeat.
Is when they're in, like, the blacked out room and they have to go through all that sludge and try and find whatever they had to. That was so good.
Last year, what was it? Last year it was a horror. Yeah, themed one. And Brittany missed it by like 2 seconds. Remember that?
Yeah.
And she was on the block and it was like POV. Oh, fuck. I really wanted her to say. But so Jag uses the power of veto. And the new house guests that are on the block are America and Cameron. So who do you think is going home this week? Cameron.
Yeah, I'm thinking Cameron.
For sure.
I just really hope it's not America. But I've also grown to like Cameron since his HOH. So it's like,
same.
This fucking sucks. But you know what? He like, if you watch the live feeds, he really uses I'm probably gonna get hate from it, but he really like throws out that he's doing this for his baby girl and because he's fought for this country. And I'm like, I get it. We don't need to use it every single time you're trying to make an argument, though.
Like, that doesn't count in Big Brother.
Right. Everyone has an
that doesn't matter.
Opportunity, besides Suri.
Right. They're like that. Right. That's like not part of the game.
Right.
Do you think that Jared sold it to Cameron as like he's the pawn and America's the target?
I don't know. I think America has too many allies that won't turn on her.
Agreed. And what do you think about Felicia and Mimi turning on Suri and Jared?
I think it's a good move
because they are now aligned.
Yeah.
Agreed. Because Suri and Jared are officially by themselves in the game. Like, they are the only two that are aligned with one another. Everybody else broke away.
Did you see how much she cheered for him when he won that HOH? She's like, let's go. Yeah. Yes, I knew it. Let's go. Everyone else is like, yay.
Everybody hates Jared. Right? Everybody hates him.
Even Blue's now hating him. Like, she wants to target him now.
Blue wanted to win.
Do you think she's been faking this relationship the whole time?
Yes. To get closer and to get further in the game, 100%.
It's kind of like what what that one girl did to that other guy in Hunger Games.
Yes.
And then she got a beehive dropped on her. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Blue.
Yeah.
But fuck, she had sex with him on national television just to get ahead in the game. Lord.
I mean, do what you gotta do.
Ick. I find Jared ick, so.
That's hilarious. So, because same. No, so, yeah, so that's this week. I don't know. Okay, so I'm like, you guys, like, this week is, like, unpredictable because, I mean, obviously I think Cameron's going to go home, but, like, we don't know who's going to win HOH, Power Veto, or evicted for double elimination. It's just, like, a chaos week.
All of those comps happen within 1 hour.
Right.
That's a lot.
I thought the double eviction was a 2-hour long
episode. Yeah, I know, but it's like an hour of talking about the drama and then voting out the cat.
Oh, yes.
And then the next hour is purely all 1 week of Big Brother in 1 hour.
You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I cannot wait to recap it next week. Because unfortunately we won't know until we might have to do like an emergency episode.
Might.
Like, just pop on.
Right, on Friday. I have a half day on Friday.
Oh my god. We could do that on Friday. Just like make it an emergency episode. Right. We might do it, you guys. We might do it. So it would only be audio only, just so everybody knows. It wouldn't be.
Thank God. I don't want to do makeup again.
Yeah. No, it'd be audio only. But that is the BB recap, you guys.
Yes.
So excited.
Much. That was a whole half hour of BB.
I know. I'm like watching the timer. Right? Like, so you guys, my mom and I were talking on the phone the other day. You have to tell them the
pointers she gave us.
Yeah, because she was like, so I'm like listening to your podcast, and I'm like, yeah, and she goes, you guys talk way too much, and I'm like, well, Mom, it's a podcast, and podcasts are talking. Yeah. Like, people talk on podcasts. And she goes, no, but like the chit chat is just like way too much. I'm like, well, the title of our podcast is called The Chat Club. So we chat back and forth.
Is she talking about like chatting about ourselves or about too much of one subject? Like, you got to ask her what that means.
I know. We need, Jolene, we need like more.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Jolene, we need more. We need like an Excel sheet.
Word Excel.
A graph.
Yeah.
Maybe
a PowerPoint.
Maybe PowerPoint on what we could do better. So she's gonna call me after this. I just know it. And then
She realized.
and then what did she say? Oh, she said she literally called out Faith so hard.
Oh my god.
She literally outed her so hard. She was like, Faith yawns.
Guess what? I already yawned once and I cut myself off because I realized. So I was like,
oh, good job.
I went to take a drink.
Good job.
But there was an episode, I think it was the last one, where I yawned at least 5 times, like in a row. Like it was just going through me. And I literally looked at the camera and I said, sorry, okay? At least I apologized.
She apologized. No, you guys, like, we usually record this podcast at like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So like, and we're talking for an hour. So it's like 9 o'clock before we're,
going to bed.
like done.
And we just worked a whole day.
Whole day's worth,
This isn't our main focus.
It's just,
of
I really wish this was our full-time job.
I would love it. I really would.
Like, you guys, if this was our full-time job, we would be doing this every day.
Right? So hit that like,
we
follow,
would.
Talk to your
you
friends.
You guys, subscribe, like, share our podcast. We'll do this every day for you guys.
Give us some sponsors, for God's sakes.
Literally so annoying. But are we ready to dive into the top 3 stories?
Absolutely, Branton. Take it away.
Okay, perfect. Woo! See, if we had a sponsor, this sort of sponsorship would come up, but we don't have those. Weird.
Creed 3.
You're so
I also
funny.
just realized I got this when I went to see The Little Mermaid. So that was back in like May.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so not Avatar.
Oh, Faith.
Oh, and look at it.
Faith.
It says 3/03/23. That has the date it came out.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Kind of iconic.
Thank you.
Here we go. Okay. So, first story. There's a blank space when it comes to information about what, if anything, is going on with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. In the continued quest to discover if there's a love story, NFL host Andrew Sililano, I don't know how to pronounce that name. You guys, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Recently asked the NFL player some questions, like whether if it was true that he tried to slide his phone number with a friendship bracelet. Quote, I said what I said, and I meant what I said when I said it. And I said what I said. Sorry. And you know what? It is what it is. Okay, that like literally so vague. Okay. The Kansas City Chiefs player said, I'm not going to talk about my personal life, but you writers want to hear, and you want to hear more about that, and I'm not going to give you anything. When the host tries to press it by asking if the Swift had been in touch, Kelce lightly heartedly replied, and that's where I'm going to wrap this up here with the NFL. No bad blood there seems to be, but folks continue to be enchanted by the possibility of the pair. His brother, Jason Kelce, was asked during a recent interview of the speculation of his brother's romance with the pop star, and he says, I've seen the rumors, I cannot comment. Honestly, with this pairing of Taylor and this, like, football athlete, like, I'm kind of into it.
I mean, it's definitely a change. And I
For
think
sure.
that's kind of like what she needs. A breath of fresh air.
She needs, like,
also,
a little reblend.
Like, someone who isn't British, you know?
Literally, like,
she definitely has a vibe. No, not a vibe. A type.
She definitely has a type. Like, but like this, I honestly don't know if I want like single era of Taylor to end.
True.
Like we recently just like got like red carpet of her at the VMAs.
Oh my god.
And she looked stunning. And then like the after party outfit like with Selena Gomez. Yes, with Selena Gomez. Like they looked so good, and like she's just like at the VMAs, she was having the time of her life. Like she was just celebrating, like loving, dancing, singing, like drinking. She was wasted. But, I mean, but we love that for her. And like
what? I'm sorry. I am so good at cutting you off, honestly.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
She has been working non-stop. This is literally like her vacation. Like this is her one night.
Right.
Not having to worry about being in front of 1,000 fans singing. Thank God the VMAs didn't ask her to perform because fuck, she's been performing non-stop.
You guys, like Taylor
She gives.
is taking this time
She
right now
gives so
to do two of one things. Rest, which she like I want that girl to be on a fucking beach with like nonstop margaritas. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that girl deserves to like lay the fuck low.
Right?
Like lay low. And like if she wants to have like a fling here and there, like let her fucking have a fling. Who cares? Like a girl deserves it. She's working. But like two, she's re-recording her last two albums. Like she's like right now we're recording Reputation Taylor's version, and like there's a lot of proof to that. So like she's still working, and still like she has a new really like 1989 Taylor's version comes out in a month, like less than a month. Like she's going to have to like do press for that. Like homegirl is busy. Like let her have I want her to have like this single moment.
There was also another thing so Taylor's out having a good time. Selena's right next to her. Selena's just more chill. I feel like she's definitely more of an introvert. And she's just like...
Yeah.
You know, half smiling.
Do we want to...
But she's like...
Did you watch the VMAs?
I skimmed. But she said that she was just like... Because pictures of her are happening of her all the time. And she saw a picture of her just like smizing or like glooming or making a weird face at something. She's like, I'm honestly so sick of becoming a meme all the time.
I was just going to talk about this. So Selena's faces during the VMAs, I lived for every single one of them. So Olivia Rodrigo came out with a new album, Guts, which is so good. And she performed Vampire and Get Him Back at the VMAs. Well, during the performance, like, Vampire is going on, and then the stage kind of, like, crumbles down. And it's, like, nobody really knows what's going on. And Selena's, like...
Is this supposed to happen?
Believing every second of it.
In the script?
It was... right. And then, like, Olivia starts singing, and she's, like, holding her ear, being, like... It was so funny. And then, it was so good. And then, like, when they announced that Chris Brown was, like, nominated for an award, she goes... I'm like, so fucking fair. Like, Selena, girl, same. But she is like, I don't think she's like, she literally posted on her Instagram story, like, never again will I go to an award show because I don't want to become a fucking meme. And I'm like, girl, but you're so funny.
No.
Like, we're not making fun of you. We're, like, making light of you.
And there was, like, I don't know if it was that night or it was another night that she went out with some of her actual close friends who aren't in the industry. And the paparazzi are like, Selena, oh my God, are you wasted? And her one friend's like, no, she's not. My God, get a life. That's a real friend right there.
Honestly, same. That would be me with you, you know? Like, Faith would be like, they'd be like, Faith, are you, like, insanely intoxicated? Right? And I'd be like, what about it?
What's it to you? I thought you were going to say, no, that's just her personality. But no, you're like, what about it?
No, what about it? Faith's always trash. She's like,
yeah.
No. So we hope Taylor is having the time of her life. And if this is a fling, then let it be a fling.
Let her find her way. Honestly, could it be amazing if Taylor was the next Bachelorette?
She would not do it.
No, ever. I know, but like, could you imagine?
Honestly, it'd be kind of on brand. Because she is such a bachelorette.
I know. She is the Bachelorette.
Well, speaking of TV.
Oh, good. Nice.
Our second story, Drew Barrymore has hit pause on her talk show controversial return aimed the Writers Guild of America, WAG, strike, and other shows have followed. The actress and TV host was hit with backlash when she announced that her show would return for a fourth season on September 18th. That's because Drew Barrymore's show employs WGA writers who write monologues, jokes, intros, sketches, and questions for the guest, among other things. And they have been striking since May. Barrymore went ahead and taped anyway last week as WAG writers protested. On Friday, she posted a video apologizing to the writers and the union, but was committed to her decision that the show must premiere as scheduled. The video was slammed and Barrymore deleted it. And then on Sunday, just one day after the premiere, Barrymore did an about face. She announced her decision to pause the show premiere until the strike is over. She posted a statement saying, "I have listened to everyone and I am making the decision to pause the show's premiere until the strike is over. I have no words to express my deepest apologies to anyone I have hurt and of course to our incredible team who works on the show and has made it what it is today. We really tried to find our way forward, and I truly hope for a resolution of this entire industry very soon." So what's your take on this, Faith?
I don't know. Like, I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
But also, there's a lot of people who jobs are on the line for this.
Right, and I think that's like where she was coming from.
But I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard enough information of exactly why this strike is going on. Like, I have an idea, but I haven't really read a whole lot into it. I know it's still happening. It's been happening for I don't know, months, at least a month.
So it's been happening since May.
Okay, I knew it.
Yes, May or June. But like, tell me what you like think it is, and I'll see. Because I don't know. Maybe
I don't really know.
We should compare
Okay.
notes.
I guess it's about the writers for. I don't know if it's for anything. Is it for also books or is it all for TV? I don't know. But they're on strike because I guess they're not getting paid well enough. But is it also for actors? Is it just writers? Or like they're not getting enough credit? I really don't. But then, like, why is this affecting a talk show when everything's like pretty much ad-lib? So I don't. Again, people, I don't have a good idea of what the fuck this is. I know it's happening, but honestly, I'm just like, cool, let's find something else fun to, like, look at. That's how I am with the news. I don't pay attention to the news, so.
So, this Faith just gave an example of, like, trying to meet word count in an essay.
That was definitely too long for a TikTok.
So the writers' strike started because, like, streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Max, like the big names, right? Buy these shows for a limited amount of time and, like, make them, like, put them on the shows, and, like, they make all this money off these past shows, but the actors and writers and, like, crews don't receive, like, any residuals, like, receive no money from the, like, shows that are becoming, like, recycled and, like, becoming big again. Like, Suits right now is huge on Netflix. Like, but that show ended a few years ago, and the residuals that, like, the actors are getting now from Netflix are little to none.
But
so it's basically just, like, equal pay.
It's like, even before all of this, it was just on regular TV, like Dish Network, DirecTV.
Right.
Were they
so, like,
getting money
they
from
were
that?
making money when it was... Oh, for sure.
Oh.
But it's like, if the content is still, like, being recycled, they should be paid for the work that they put on. So it's...
Okay.
Right. And, like, so that's what the strike is, like, mostly about, from my understanding.
That makes a whole lot more sense.
Yes.
I don't know if this is for books.
No. It's just, and so basically, like, actors are, so there's a union, okay? And, it's SAG, I think. I don't know. I don't know. But there's a union within like Hollywood, and it's like writers, crew members, actors. It's like the whole industry part of this union. Some people are not a part of this union, but some people who are a part of the union. Well, the union has decided to stand with the writers about the strike. So meaning that like actors associated with the union, and they made a statement about this, being like, if actors who are actively a part of the union decide to go against the writer's strike and decide to work, like, they will be blacklisted from the union and exiled from the union. Anybody who decides to work during the strike will never be a part of the union, no matter how hard they try or work. So it's like a very serious thing. And Drew Barrymore, like, going against the writer's strike, being part of the union, being a child star, you know, like, it was a very bad look for Drew.
Okay. What about all the other talk shows, like Jimmy Fallon and stuff like that?
Those are all on
Pause?
Those are all on break.
Oh.
Pause. So like there's writers on like on the sets, like who write the jokes, who write like the opening dialogue, right? Like to float, to make sure like the show flows. And like a ton of crew it's like really affecting a ton of families. Like there's like crew members who like can barely put food on the table, but are working like the 12-14 hour days on a set just as much as the actors, but don't receive like the residuals that the actors receive at the time that the premiere, like the show's premiering. So it's like these people who are a part of like $1 million movies, $1 million shows, like they're receiving literally dollars.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought this whole thing was about that aspect.
Right.
Of it.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense. It really does.
So
it also makes sense why I have not heard anything
basically
about SNL.
Yeah, SNL's completely paused until this ends. Basically, like, rumor has it that the strike was supposed to end and like they were supposed to be like come to a conclusion in like this month of September, but it sounds like it's not going to like have a conclusion until January. So like no, everything's on pause. So, and this happened like 2004 and 2004, 2005. And that's when like reality TV was like heavily pushed into media.
Gotcha.
And like that's where like Real Housewives came, Laguna Beach, Hills, like Kardashians, like reality TV was like pushed on every. Jersey Shore was part of it. Like a lot of it was just due to just due to like not being able to like hire actors, writers, or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's basically what it is. So like if you guys see like a ton of like new reality TV coming through, it's just because of the writer's strike.
There already is. I mean, Love Island, Love is Blind. Honestly, I can't tell which one is which. The Bachelor. The Kardashians are starting again. You know what I am upset about? American Horror Story is about to air, I think, like, tomorrow. Or what is it, today?
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's
and
tomorrow.
I don't even have a way to watch it. So, sad face.
It's on Hulu, no?
I know. I've been over this. I don't have Hulu.
Shake my head.
I know. I gotta try and find out. Otherwise, I can record it. My dad's on DirecTV and watch it, like, but I can't watch it, like, when I want.
Why don't you sign into your dad's DirecTV account on the DirecTV app?
I wouldn't know even where to begin with that. Nor do I wish to go through that much effort to do that.
To see TV?
Just for a show.
So what do you have?
I have everything else but Hulu and Peacock.
Oh my god, that's all I watch right now is Hulu and Peacock and Paramount Plus. Like those are the three.
Paramount, Max, a lot of Netflix.
Paramount Plus just upped their fucking charge from $7 to $12.
See, I pay it
for
yearly,
what?
and I'm pretty sure it went up as well with that.
Oh, smart.
But still, it's still a lot. But now Showtime's in it. I watch Showtime now.
Oh yes,
because
Showtime is like now a package.
Right, I was like, holy shit, because I leaked my information to other people.
Thank you.
So I was like, Who bought Showtime? When was this added to my account? Oh my god.
Yes.
You're all banned from my fucking account.
Okay, so you and I had the same reaction. I was panicking. I was like, I did not just spend $25 a month on fucking Showtime. I did not.
There's like
just
nothing
do
on
that.
Showtime, so
but
I was
it's
like,
included. Oh my god. Okay, so we were on the same.
So we all had a heart attack.
Okay, so that's yes. Okay, so third story of the night.
There it goes again. Chit chat.
Chit chat. Okay, so Julie Chen reveals in her new memoir, but first, God, I roll, that it was not her decision to leave the talk in 2018.
Oh, I didn't even know she did that.
The TV host, neither did I. The TV host previously claimed it was her choice, telling viewers at the time, "I need to spend more time at home with my husband and our young son, so I decided to leave the talk." 5 years later, Chen, 53, now admits to Good Morning America, "That was a hard time. I felt stabbed in the back. Patience has reached out to CBS, the network behind the talk, for comment, but did not immediately hear back." Chen was hired as a moderator and co-host of the talk, CBS Alternatives, NBC's The View, as season 1 in 2010. Her exit from the daytime talk show after 8 years on the program came on the heels of her husband's sexual misconduct scandal. Quote, he absolutely ruined my career. One of the accusers, TV exec Phyllis Golden, alleged at the time. He was the head of CBS. No one was going to take me. Moonves acknowledged some of the encounters, noting that they were consensual, but denied any wrongdoing. However, in September of 2018, he stepped down as the head of CBS. Yeah. In fact, quote, this has drawn Julie and her husband, as well as her entire family, closer than ever, the rep added at the time. Chen remained loyal to Moonves during the interview with GMA on Monday, dismissing any chatter about the allegations against him. So
You know what? Come to find out, so that all happened in 2018. I think that's when she started introducing herself as Julie Chen Moonves.
Julie Chen Moonves. Instead of
because I was like, whoa,
yes, I'm Big Brother.
That seems like a lot longer of a name than what I'm used to. Because I remember hearing
same.
Like, has that always been it? No, it's always been Julie Chen.
I'm Julie Chen. Yes.
I'm Julie Chen. And this is Big Brother.
Big Brother.
I spit when I said that. I hope y'all saw it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Julie Chen.
Yeah, she's like kind of like breaking waves with this new memoir.
But
like,
first, God,
kind of outing.
Like, what?
She's like, okay, so like in the recent years, I don't know if it's like 2018, but like the past like few seasons of Big Brother, she's like been very God-oriented religion. You know,
that
like
makes sense.
Godspeed to you.
She does say that.
Yeah,
I'm just like, maybe that's
normal.
It's
like very. I don't know. She's very to me, it comes off very pushy of like religion, and I don't like that. Like
especially on TV, like you have to be very neutral now. You know.
Right, neutral. Right, exactly. So it was just like very weird. But like, I don't know. Like she's kind of making waves, and I don't know much about the allegations of her husband, but like. Hopefully there was a huge investigation upon that.
Right,
but,
you don't want another Dan Schneider.
Like, right.
Lord.
Exactly.
Well.
Lord.
On that note.
So those were the top 3 stories, you guys.
Coming down to an hour, Brandon.
Yes.
Damn, this is one of our longest
down to an
episodes.
hour.
We're really not going to make your mom happy now.
I know, Jolene, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Still support us, please.
Literally.
I chatted on her story because she like took a picture of her cheddar broccoli soup, and holy God, if you don't know what heaven is, it's the best. Soup. And I literally chatted on it, and I'm like, oh, I miss your soup. And then she comes back saying, I miss you. I'm like, oh shit, now I look like an ass. I'm like, I miss you too.
You should go. You should go visit my mom. Like, you guys should go get lunch together. That'd be so cute. I know.
I should. But I also have to, like, visit everyone else. Like, oh, God.
I know. You are just, like, such a social butterfly. Like, how do you make time for me? You know?
This is my time.
This is our time.
That's where we catch up. That's why this episode's so
Literally.
long. This is literally us just talking.
So long. I know. This is what happens. You guys, this is what happens when we don't do it for a week.
This is
like,
true.
This is like we die without talking to each other.
What do you think our average of, like, minutes of an episode was? Like 46?
Yeah, it's like around the 40s, I would say. Because we have some episodes that are like 30
right?
minutes
And I'm like,
long.
whoa, that was a blink. Done.
Yeah, literally. I'm like,
Did we even get to the good stuff?
What?
I don't know.
I know. But some of us, like, but we have, like, hour-long episodes. I've been told, like, they're like, you should do less than an hour. I'm like, do you guys understand that there's podcasts that, like, are 3 hours long?
Lord, you're lucky. And we
Like,
don't have commercials in between this yet.
Right. We don't have ads. We don't have sponsors. Like, we don't, like, you guys, like,
I don't know how good you have it right now.
We don't even have ads on our videos right now. Like, you guys should just be
Grateful.
like soaking this up.
Jeez.
Grateful.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
Well, I love you, Brandon. And I had
All right,
such
I love you
a
too,
good time
Faye.
with you.
I had such a
We need
great
to plan
time.
a
Maybe we
vacation
should like do
together
a
so we can do a huge vlog.
literally.
And you
huge
can
vlog.
edit it.
Maybe we should make that. Maybe. Slay. Literally. Here's the thing about Faith and I. Faith keeps me on my toes about episodes, scheduling, editing, and posting, as she should. And I keep her on her toes about social media
content.
and posting content.
Yes.
So, yes, it's a balance. It's a good relationship. A good, healthy work
Partnership.
relationship. Yes. 50-50.
Yes, but you're more of like the 70 and I'm the 30.
Well, no,
I don't
50-50.
know.
Like,
You came up with all this.
I would.
All the technical
Yeah,
stuff.
and
Wild.
You guys
You're
have
like
no
the Freddie
idea. You guys
Benson
are not
of
ready.
this.
You guys are not ready for the rebrand that we're gonna get
Yes.
for season 2. Like, season 2 is gonna be so
Oh my
lit.
God. I'm so excited.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. This is the Chat Club. You can find us anywhere on podcasts. I think we're going to be exclusively with Apple Podcasts and Spotify here soon. Getting a little on the podcast sign. But you can find us on YouTube if you want to watch us, youtube.com/@thechatclubpodcast. Follow Faith and I on our social medias at Brandon Nels T and at Faith Jerome. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Chat Club. And you guys, we will see you next week.
Hopefully. Maybe for that
Love ya.
Friday episode.
True, we might have a little surprise
A little
episode.
teaser.
We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see.
Well,
Bye, guys. Love ya.